Thunderfoot settlement.
Survivalist, heroic as a tiger is. Earn my stripes cause you know I'm do or die with this. Journey started young, super hard hit. Call me crazy, but you is not my psychiatrist. Been through a lifetime of strife and struggling. Be the best, that's my covenant. And I'ma live forever, that's my legacy.
Make way for
Greatest
the
of all
ninja star.
time, that's what they gon' label me.
Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checks with the projectile. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. What are these fighters thinking now? Neither fighter wants to get stuck in the corner as they continue to duke it out mid-stage. Blocks the jump in. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Lays on the pressure with the projectile. Surprises him with a drive rush. Throws him to negate the block. Takes a trip. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Low heavy hits. Mix up incoming. Life lead opens up. Very solid corner switch. breaks the block with a throw. Fires off a nice big pulse. Oh God, this is tense. In there! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Gets scooped from down low. Who's going to start things off? Throws them to negate the block. Springs forward with the drive rush. Throw escape, pressuring with cruel fate. Still slugging it out at this range. Orchid springs to create some space. Blocks it. Drive gauge gap here. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Super Arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Gotta be careful. Hits the drive! They're recovered! Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? What a finish! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Decides not to rush in without a plan. The last round. It's now or never. A clean hit. Toxic Blossom is activated. Still, Planet springs forward with the drive rush. Ooh, you blitzed it! Both fighters planning something? Player 1 with the lead. Will they go for offense or defense? Forward rush. Escapes the corner. What are they gonna do? Jump! With Super Arts into play, it's really anything goes at this point. All in with the rush! Ooh, what a smart throw! Both sides, perfect tech! Oh, they changed sides! Drive rush! Both are ready to pull the trigger on their closes in! A real test of nerve, betting it all on the drive rush! Jump! Article tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. Scrambling here to avoid that corner. They gotta find something to work with here. What are they? Rushes in? The drive gauge is screaming for more attention. They think this time to bust this out? They didn't test the throw? Player 2 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Wait! Knew the throw was coming. Pokes with a medium kick. Shows a medium kick. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Knockdown. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Goes for the drive rush there. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Pressuring with cruel fate. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Checks with a medium. Drive rush to keep it going. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Breaks the block with a throw. Player 1 chases them down. Zanku Hadouken. Smart play with the springs forward with the drive rush. Going in. Zanku Hado. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Player 2 is barely betting it all on the drive rush. Drive rush to keep it going. Oh, huge tech. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the threats in cleanly? Player 1 faced the giant and walks away unscathed. What a win! Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireball. Checks with the projectile. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Oh! On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Goes for the throw. What are they thinking here? They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. The fighters are matching each other move for move going into the midway point of the match. Strings it all together. Checks him with the projectile. Springs forward with the drive rush. Player one will have to fight back here without any drive. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. Finishes with the throw. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Connects with medium kick. Demon raid? Throws him. What's next? Drive rush to keep it going. Gets scooped from down low. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Throws a projectile to zone the opponent. Oh, could be the start of something. Springs forward with the drive rush. Player one can't use any drive moves without burning out. Both fighters are, burnout triggered. Full SF experiencing burnout. Crowns them from above. Both fighters draw super hard incoming. The super hits, and this looks like it's gonna kill.
My magnum open!
There it is. They knew it'd be enough. Who could have guessed how that match would have turned out? Not me.
A new challenger.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Let's get this mission started.
Time to...
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Tries to turn up the pressure with an overdrive projectile. Below heavy hits. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. Player two in that dangerous burnout state. Knockdown. Player two has used up all of their drive gauge. Long low attack hits. Throws them. What's next? Shoots off a fireball up close. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Breaks those shins. One chance here may end this match. The engagement here will have a huge effect on the rest of the match. Up tap to close it. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round two. Fight.
Dives in with cruel fate. Are we going to see some fireworks here? The grab misses. Sticks the jump in. Barely blocks the jump. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Player two holding on to that corner advantage. Manages to block the jump in attack. Both fighters planning something? Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync. Oh, now that is a punish. Player knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Big opportunity coming. Threads it cleanly. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Dives in with cool face. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. The low kick connects. No good up high. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Throws him down. What are they thinking here? A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're gonna eat tons of damage. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Knockdown. Big, low, reaching heavy. Next hit goes for the low-risk air-to-air. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight!
In with snake step. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Shows the medium kick. That's experiencing burnout. Checks with a medium kick. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout, pressuring his cruel fate. Jumps up. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Looking for a chance. Grabs and throws them away. Knockdown and... Sonic boom! Attempts to break this anti-air in the clutch! What's next? Boom! What are they gonna do? What a finish! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight!
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the... Can this drive bring them back? Checks them with the boom. Jumps in. Springs forward with the drive rush. Going in. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. Hits the drive. Blocks the low kick. Blade burns out. Ooh, what a smart throw. Amazing. Smart play with the throw. Taking chunks out of each other here. Perfect input. Execution is on point. Player connects with the throw. Boom! Player 2 is in burnout state. A very the low. Oh, here we go. Let's loose a boom. With super arts into play. It's really a drive rush. Looking for a hold. Low heavy, but no go. Solid anti-air. A real test of nerves here. Can they use their drive? Closes it out. Player 2 delivers the upset. That's one for the replay. This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Shoots off a projectile from downtown to check their approach. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. That was a solid anti-air. Strings it all together. Very solid corner switch. All right, what's coming up next? Neither of them willing to back off. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. One shot, experiencing burnout. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. They're both out of drive gauge. Will they press on or wait it out? Gets the counter hit for the win. They're so good at whiff punishing.
Round 2.
Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They trade hits, and now, still very early in the round, springs forward with the drive rush. Grabs them. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Challenge from above. From upstairs. Not much life difference. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Meets them air to air. Oh my god, they just choked it up. They are not getting close to each other. Blue passes out the cage right there. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. What a finish! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Comes for them with a balance. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Catches them out. Breaks in. Player 1 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. Look at the nothing stops this train. Ooh, the drive impact hits for a punish. Player 1 may be able to pull a fast one. No! Critical art now? Hits them with a critical art. Such a smart play to go for in this situation. Fighting back against the odds and giving them a chance to win this. Are you kidding me? Get that bank account ready because that fight was easy money. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Pokes with a kick. Rushes that off and keeps going. Goes for the rush. Checks him with a projectile. Player 1 with a sliver of drive gauge left. They may be in for a tough time. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Player 1 doesn't have... Did this super art connect? Brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. In a dire situation, they can't get some. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Still very early in the round. Somehow drive rush to keep it going. Player 2 has the meter lead. Fantastic reactions there. You've gotta hit them with a stop and pop. Player experiencing burnout. Gets them with the anti-air. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. In with snake step. Jumps in. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Not much life left, KO. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Opts a big space to start. Uses their drive gauge. Player 2 can't burn out, but they may have a plan here. Player 2 with the rhythm. More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Devotes all that meter to the goddess of the hunt. They're about to get a big knockout kiss. Oh! Player 1 needs what? Were they just what they were after? That was catch as catch can, as you're gonna get in a fight.
A new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Time to erase you.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. You can use a drive rush like that there to maintain the pressure. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. All right, what's coming up next? It's not over. Add a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Life lead opens up. Drive gauge finally recovers. One chance here may end this match. Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their springs forward with the drive rush. Finishes with the throw. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Checking their reaction to the fireball? Who's going to start things off? Nightshade Pulse comes out to play. Zones with the fireball. Experiencing burnout. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. In with Snake Step. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Doing some quick planning delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Side switch in the corner. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Player 1 needs to use sets up with the jump in. Drive rush to keep it going. This can lead to some big damage. Who's gonna take it? Oh my God, closes it out. Player 2 faced the giant and walks away unscathed. What a win!
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Ready yourself. Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Goes for the throw. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. A drive rush to try and keep up the attack. Oh, whiffs the grab. Goes for the fireball. Player 1 has the life. Nice, perfect parry there. What do they do next? What's the play here? Reads them. Drive rush. Gets in their face. Spends the gauge on the capitalizes on every mistake and picks up the perfect KO. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Jumps up, drive rush to keep it going. Impact's a no-go. Taking stock. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Experiencing burnout. Player 2 needs to deal. Oh, burnout triggered. Both players with no drive in the tank. Knockdown and player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. In with Snake Step. Attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball. A super art. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Going in. Opt for the Ebono throw. Can they use their drive to stage a comeback? Hadouken. A real test of nerves here. Flatline zone. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireballs. A drive rush to try and keep up the attack. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Goes for the throw. Knockdown. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Taking stock. Player 1 chases them down. Brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? burnout is triggered. KO! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight!
In with Snake Step. Throws them to negate the block. Well-timed corner switch. Sakuhado! This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Player 2 is working with a pitsum with a stop and pop. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Oh, they're in the corner now. No one, they're going for the super art. Deadly implication finds the mark. Now they can start the pressure while the opponent is poisoned. Player 2 might have just shifted this round into high gear. They are really going at each other this round. The reads they make now will be key. Reads the jump in perfectly. Hadouken! Jumps in. Hits the drive. Links it. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Sakuhado! Player 1 needs. This is gonna hurt. Perfect execution with the anti-air. That jump in was expected. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Fight!
Decides not to rush in without a plan. Uses their drive gauge. Jumps up. In with Snake Step. Medium kick. Zanku drops him hard. Crowns him from above. Jump. Reversal. Snake Step. Time to reassess the situation. They both have full drive gauges. Links it. Uses the target combo as a filler. Presses for a reaction with a fireball. Fires off Hadouken. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. Nothing stops this train. They are not getting close to each other. Hit causes nothing but air. Teleport. Checking with the fireball. How will they react? A jump? What? Plus anti-air. Ooh, you never know what this could lead to some big damage. Holy! Ooh, the drive impact hits for a punish.
Hold still now.
Hits him down with a super. Now that's how you take a round.
My magnum opus!
Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Player 2 made all the right moves, and this experience is only gonna make them stronger. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Checking their reactions with a fireball. Hits them with a stopping pop. Picture perfect punish counter. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player 1 with the life lead. Blocks the jump in. Goes for the super art. Heats it up with a combo into super. All right, what's coming up next? This is looking bad. What are they gonna do? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Life lead opens up. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. KO! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireballs. Gets the jump in. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Player 1 will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. Looking for a chance. Player 2 springs forward with the drive rush. Side switch, drive rush to keep it going. What'll happen here? Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Going in. In with Snake Step. Jump, they're going for the super art. There's a change of sides. Are we gonna see a come experiencing burnout? Both, oh, yo, raw super hit. Player 2 can't use any drive move. Gotta play it safe. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. That was the highest if I've ever seen. Ooh, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good.
A new warrior has entered the ring!
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Gotta do this. Come on.
Time.
Round 1. Fight!
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. There's a corner switch. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. A throw to tie the bow. They were stuck in the corner. Player 1 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Gets the jump in. Doesn't miss a beat. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner drive rush to keep it going. Chin-right kick for a mix-up. That's a counter. Springs forward with the drive rush. Gets the combo. Oh, the throw connects. Blocks it. Back into the corner. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. In attack range. Noticeable life lead is a comeback denies the jump in attempt. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Shows a medium kick. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Pressuring with cruel fate. Pokes with a medium kick. Hits. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Both fighters have a full raw super art incoming. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. Close range projectile. Plus anti-air. Oh man, turning it right up with the super. Come on now, let me hear you say it. Ryu. Repa. Player 2, anti-air in the clutch. Drops them from the air. Great job in escaping that corner pressure and moving back to center stage. Hits the drive. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Oh, the throw connects. I can't believe it. Are you kidding me? Player 1 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Shows the medium, finds the target. Tries to beat out a reaction to a fireball. Solid combo. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Opts for the throw. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Taking stock. Both of them have entered burnout state. Which one goes for the super art? Low heavy hits, mix up incoming. Takes a trip. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. Player 1 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they stick it out? They need to rely on their instincts here. Fires off a nightshade pulse. Gotta be careful not to whip it. Yes! Drive impact for the win. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. In with snake step. Impact's a no-go. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Nightshade Pulse comes out to play. All right, what's coming up next? This is the range where think drive rush to keep it going. Player 2 will need to play it experiencing burnout. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Jumps in. Fires off a Nightshade Pulse. Knockdown and... Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. anticipated that throw. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? They just won't stop switching sides. KO! That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Throws him. What's next? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Deftly shuts out the jumper. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Takes a trip. The drive impact whips. Are they ready to punish? They are battling it out tooth and nail here, with no one having a clear advantage yet. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Shoots off a fireball up close. Bends the gauge on the drive rush. A clean hit. Toxic Blossom is activated. Player 2 needs that's not gonna hit. The super doesn't hit. Finishes with the throw. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Burns the drive gauge. Gets the jump in. Jumps up. Throws him. What's next? Player 2 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Going in, player 1 will drive rush to keep it going. Scrapping it out, up, brushes that off and keeps going. Yo, are they actually dead?
My magnum opus!
And it's just enough. Solid read on the bars. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
First online, custom room. Blanca. Honda. Comes a new challenger.
HP maxed, side quests done, and the skill tree's fully unlocked. Let's get it on.
I'll take on all of round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Finds the time to squeeze in above. What's the play here? They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Can't tech the throw. Knockdown. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important with the life gap, and that's a KO. Timed that perfectly. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. A brave forward jump there to start. Double lariat, and now gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Player 2 needs the Oicho. Both fighters planning something? Super clutch corner switch. Brushes that off and keeps going. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Good old slaps. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Things are very tense as this exchange crashes out the cage right there. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Closes it out. Player 1 made all the right moves, and this experience is only gonna make them stronger. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Target locked and scoop. Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive beat. This might be prime time to let it rip. Reads them. Sticks the jump in. Player 2 experiencing burnout. Launches him. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they stick it out? They're at the center of the stage. What happens here will have consequences later on. Jump. Very critical point of the match with Oicho. No escaping that. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Launches them. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? Cannon blossom. Both fighters planning something? Anything off the burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. The fighters return, target locked and scoop. Gotta be charges forward. Are we gonna see a sets up with the jump in? A super art? This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Player 1 played with a lot of heart to pull off a tremendous win. Definitely one to watch. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Slips the grab. Goes for the command grab. That overhead was a bit obvious. Lots of aggression from both sides. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. What's the play here? Well-timed command throw there. Does a good job of pushing back. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. All right, what's coming up next? They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Player 1 in trouble with no drive. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. Threads it cleanly. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Are we going to see some fireworks here? Holds out with the block. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. They just made that very tricky combo look easy. That's how you know they're on another level. They continue to battle it out in the middle of the stage. Experiencing burnout. Uses the gauge for a super art. Get ready, because it's time for the final bout. Cashes out the meter to get a ringside see. Knockdown and player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Looking for a chance. Taking them for a ride on the Siberian Express. Burnout charges forward. Life lead connects with the throw. Amazing! Sumo smash! Whoa! Critical art now gets the counter hit and the win. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight!
Brink sees the overhead coming. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? The match just started. It's anyone's game. Target locked and scoop. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Oh, Russian handshake. Next the counter. Totsugeki to the face. Escapes the corner. Nothing but air. Lift off. Noticeable life lead is a comeback. Oh! What now? This is a critical moment. Both of them back off. They may be preparing for the final exchange. Lots of distance here. Who's baiting who? Are you serious? That comeback was unreal. We just saw these fighters play out of their goddamn minds there. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Great headbutt. They trade hits. Player 1 is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful here. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Big low reaching heavy. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. With the life gap opening up. KO. Player 1 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Medium kick hits. Blocks it. Time's the only thing moving here. Throws them to negate the block. A quick breather. Still scrapping for control of the space. Looks to drop him to earth. Medium kick. Heavy punch sends him flying. Looking to plant him with a pile driver. Both fighters planning something? Their will to win is really being tested here. They are absolutely wailing on each other in the middle of the stage. You duck clutch, clutch anti-air. Are we gonna see impact squat?
Are you serious?
No! Critical art now? Hold up, it's the final bout. Pack it up. This match might be over. They gotta dig down deep here. Both of them back off. They may be preparing for the final exchange. Looking for a hold. Only a little bit of drive and life left. Oh, burnout! Did they mean to do that? The drive impact doesn't work. Player 2 needs to impact squash. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Oh, stun! Bad news is on the way. That amazing never say die attitude got them the win. Player 1 faced the giant and walked away unscathed. What a win! Another rematch. These two are really getting into it. Going on the offensive? The jump-in is denied. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Taking stock. Well-timed corner switch. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Hold your breath. Spirits are lifted. 100 hand slap. They need to rely on their instincts here. Both fighters are weighing their options and looking for an opening. Looking for a chance. Lots of distance here as both fighters look for an opening. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Jumps in. Are we going to... Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Shows a medium kick. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? What'll happen here? Denies the jump in. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without experiencing burnout. Looking to plant him with a pile driver. Player 2, it overheads, but it won't work. KO! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Connects with the throw. Sumo Spirit. The match just started. It's anyone's game. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. They both pack your bags. We're going to Siberia. Amazing. Oh my, the Protect. Super Art to show up what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Hold up, it's the final bout. Pack it up. This match might be over. Okay, here we go. Player 2 needs to burn out, but they may have a plan here. Reach out and hug him. Player 1 is in a very good spot. Sees the overhead coming. Ooh, taking him for a ride. They are done. Player 1 has got to be doing good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Get into the ring. Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Checking their opponent. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Knockdown. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Oicho throw. That slight doubt is all it took. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Rushing attack to start. Going on the offensive? Hits them with a stop and pop. Burns them up. Yoga float. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? Doing some quick planning? Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. Teleport! That's gonna rattle him. Grabs and throws him away. A quick breather. Anything off the smash? Butt smash! Punishes them. Oicho throw. You can't let it take too much. Player 1 took no time to finish that fight. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Will we see our fighters fill each other out or just let it fly in this opening round? Gets a chance with that jump in. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Trips them up. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Who's going to break the silence first? Player 1 has the life lead. Both sides looking for an opening. Goes for the low kick. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Deftly shuts out the jump in. Goes for the throw. Knockdown. Throws out a projectile. Okay, creating some space here. Trying to read each other here? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. KO! Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Charges forward. Player 1 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. Knockdown. Player 1 is going to have a hard time experiencing burnout. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Yoga float. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? Yoga play uses the gauge for a super arm. Oh, let's go. Teleport. That's gonna rattle him. Both fighters brushes that off and keeps going. Burns them a grilling time. Lets the Yoga Inferno rip. What's next? Player 1 is barely hanging in. Burns out. A real test of nerves here. Flatline zone. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Blinka attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. They quickly get back into turning it right up with a super. Spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. This is going to hurt. Bringing the hot fire. Player 2 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. Huge chance after that wall slap. Player 2 with the rhythm owning that space. Okay, here we go. Yoga fire to turn up the heat. Fireball pressure. Trying to wear down. Reads the jump in perfectly. They push their way out of the corner. What are they gonna do? The jump in is denied. Player 2 has a full drive gauge but is on the brink of death. Clutch anti-air blows them away. Player 1 faced a giant and walks away unscathed. What a win! It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Slips the grab. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? The bro connects for counter hit damage. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Takes a trip, gets it. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player 2 got completely shut out that round. Can they make a comeback? Fireball from very long range. What's next here? Yoga fire there. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Knockdown and lets off a Yoga fire. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Drive gauge gap here. Going on the offensive? Still scrapping for control, cross-up attack. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Yoga flame. Yoga fire there. Delivers the pain right to the doorstep. So little life left. Yoga float to mess with their head. Jump! In there! Player 1 made all the right moves, and this experience is only gonna make them stronger. Lets off a Yoga fire. Coming through. Shocks them with a projectile. Player 1 with the life lead. Pressuring them in the corner. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Knockdown. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Next hit will end the round. Feeling out the spacing. All right, what's coming up next? Life lead opens up. Trying to read each other here? Life lead is opening up, and that attack ends it. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Yoga floats. Where's this going? Backs them into the corner in a hurry. Burns them up. Player 1 has a slight life lead. Yoga teleport. Where is he going? Teleports. That's gonna rattle him. Quick breather. Oh, what's this? This is gonna be bad news. Super Arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Player 2 will look to apply pressure. Inferno to turn up the heat. Jumps up, crowns them from above. Gets them with a quick low kick. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.